if Keith is hurting like this, there's no answer.
Did you guys see that performance by Kendrick Lamar at the halftime show? Did you hear what he said, y'all? This is crazy. I told y'all, this is over.
Everybody, darkness is ready.
Grand rising, y'all. Grand rising. Let me get a 9 if you guys can hear me. Let me get a 9 if you guys can hear me clearly. It looks like my camera's a little bit dirty. Let me get a 9 if y'all can hear me clearly. Hold on, y'all. That looks much better. Okay, Grand Rising, y'all. So, can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Is my mic on? Yeah, my mic is on. All right, bet. Looks like we good. Looks like we good, everybody. All right, we got 9. We got 9 in the chat. All right, perfect. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Welcome to I'm not gonna say Daily Dose of Juice show. Just welcome to a show, you know. Welcome to the show. We are here. Yesterday we had a really good show. We talked about a lot of things that are currently happening around the world. You know, how, you know. And I wanted to talk about the Kali Yuga, how we're just ending. We just ended the Kali Yuga, and now we are in what's called the ascending cycle of the Kali Yuga. All right. And I got a video to share with you guys to further prove what I've been telling you guys, to further prove what I've been telling you guys. There's a great shift here. Okay. Everybody's feeling it. Spiritually, mentally, physically, people are feeling it. And you can even see the earth. It's reflecting into the earth as well. Look at what nature is doing. Nature is cleansing the planet in such a way. You know what I'm saying? But this must happen, because this is nothing new. I want y'all to understand that this is nothing new, In school, they don't teach you nothing like this. That's why I'm saying school is irrelevant and it's unnecessary. Again, that's why now the Department of Education has been closed down now, because they're not teaching you stuff like this. They're not getting you ready for a new age. They're not doing none of that type of stuff. So, when it comes to this type of information, it's not readily available. You have to do your own research. And then it's like, why didn't they teach me about cycles in school? Even if they taught you about the clock, but they didn't even teach you about cycles and what happens to the world and whatnot, because this world had to fall too. So we're going to talk about the Yuga today. We're going to talk about the Yugas today, specifically the Kali Yuga and what it means. Well, not really the Kali Yuga, because we just left the Kali Yuga. The Kali Yuga is basically the Iron Age, one of the most densest, hardest ages that we will ever have to go through, okay? And now we're going to enter a period of egg pyrosis, which is basically is just going to be a lot of like chaos that's going to be ensuing on the planet. Now, before we continue, please hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. And welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Okay, so so people say they can hear me. What's good, TikTok? TikTok for visuals. For visuals, you guys can go to my my YouTube. You guys can find my YouTube, Conscious Juice. You go YouTube and Conscious Juice, but that's where the visuals will be. So a 7.0 earthquake rocked New Zealand last night, y'all. Let's listen to let's see what Stephen.
Hello and welcome.
Let's see what Stephen Burns is saying. Okay, let's see what Oh, look, So look at this. I told y'all, man. You see how the universe is? Look at this. I showed y'all that video 6-7 last night, right? Now look at New Zealand, right? It was a 7.0 earthquake, but it downgraded and now it's a 6.7 earthquake. 6.7. Now, do you see how the universe works? Look at the number. 6.7, right? The time that it came through, 1:43, which is again a 7. That's a 7, all right? And then here we go again, right? It happened on 3. 2 plus 5 gives you 7, and then 2 plus 5 gives you 7. You see that? 7, 7, 7. This got all the 7, right? The spiritual, this is the enlightenment. This is literally the enlightenment, New Zealand. And then what does New Zealand represent? The zeal. This is the end. Let's see. Matter of fact, hold on. I've been telling y'all this, okay? All right. This is the end. This is the end. All right. And then look at the then sig or the logo for an earthquake. You see that, right? It's that mountain. It's that hill. All right. It is that hill. So let's listen to Stefan Burns, see what he got to say.
Here is where that earthquake occurred. Magnitude 6.7 occurred just about an hour ago, if not less. 1:43 a.m. Universal Time. This is March 25th. For some people like myself, it's still the 24th of March. But this is the time at a depth of 21 kilometers. And along this plate transform boundary right here. So we have the...
Now remember, right? The plates, I want y'all to understand, plates, the tectonic plates are also attributed to our place that's within our body, which is the 7 chakras. The chakras within our body, okay? And, pardon me. Okay, so when it comes to that, if the chakras, the place that's within the earth is moving, so what do you think that's happening within us? What do you think that's happening within us? All right. The word Z, remember we broke down the word Z before? The Z is a 2, right? And this is an energy that's coming, because the word Z is like, it sounds sea. It sounds like the word sea, doesn't it? Like the ocean and the sea, the land, right? Now we're entering the age of Aquarius, so now we got to get communication from the ocean, from the sea, right? From the ethers to the land, all right? So it's literally, so this is what's happening. 6.7 now. This is allegorical to there's something big that's going to happen. Something bigger is going to come. Something bigger is going to come, because it's a precursor. It's a warning.
Pacific plate. This is the big daddy for the globe. We got Pacific.
It's the big daddy for the globe. The big, you know what I'm talking about? Australia. Because that's why in the Wizard of Oz, the wizard was wasn't it in Australia? That's where the Wizard of Oz was, right? It was in Australia and the down under. Isn't that where it was?
Plate right there. We have the Australian plate right here. New Zealand.
And then again, Aus, right? This is when you talk about Australia, this is talking about the astral plate, the astral light. Okay. Ironically enough, this just happened in look at this. Let me see. And all over UK yesterday. This just happened all over the UK yesterday. People were seeing this in Wales. I haven't even posted about this, but look at this. So a spinning portal was spotted in the sky yesterday, all over the UK. The UK, all over the UK. So this is bringing in more energies into the planet.
Is awakening within the masses on this planet.
So yeah, this is different people taking pictures of it and seeing this.
Tune into the different frequencies. Remember who you are and change the vibratory rate of this universe.
Let me see something. Look at that. Wildfires force evacuation in North Carolina. See, still more wildfires, huh? Let me see. Nobody has about it. Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
right there, smack dab in between the two. Actually, the highest elevation part of a subducted continent. This is an old continent which has got flooded. New Zealand's all that's left. And we see...
Oh, hold on. That looks like a dragon to me. Hold on. Look at this, y'all. This looks like a dragon to me. Hold on. That looks like a dragon to me. Google Earth. Let's go to Google Earth. Let's go look at New Zealand. Let's look. That looked like a dragon to me. That looked like a straight dragon to me. Where's New Zealand? What is that? Look at this structure. To me, where was he at? Where is? This right here. This nose. This looks like two. No, look. It looks like. Look. Here's the eyes. Right. Here's the eye. It looks like something. It looks like it was crying or tearing, but you can clearly see the nose over here. And look at the face. Look at the head. Okay. So that's what it looks like to me. To me over here. Where is it at? It looks a little bit more different on here. But you can still see the nostrils. The nostrils over here, and that's the eye. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Don't that look at the head. Look at the face. I don't know. That's me. That's what I see. Now remember, the earth is a giant being. I want y'all to understand that the earth is a giant being. Okay. And right. And then that's why they tell us, because again, space is the ocean. Ocean is space. That's why now all these things is happening. What's called New Zealand, right? In the Pacific, in the ring of fire, right here in the Pacific Ring of Fire, which is basically where a lot of earthquakes happen right over here. So this is a precursor to what's happening, because it's New Zealand. It's creating something. It's creating something new. The new sea and the land, the new heaven and the new earth, possibly. Is that what it's alluding to? Could it be possibly alluding to a new heaven and a new earth? I don't know, man, because this is a message. That's what, and with all these numbers, because again, the universe speaks to us in codes, numbers, numerology, gematria. I show you guys this all the time. Even over here with the 21, you break down 21, that's 3 sevens, 777. You see me? So literally, you got sevens all down the line over here. If you add that 6 plus 1, that's 7, 7. 4 plus 7, right? 7, 7, 7. And it's a 6. It's a 6 and a 7. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
We see that we had a magnitude 7 rupture right there off the southern coast. 4,000 plus people have felt this earthquake that have already reported that. We have
4,000. Look, let me see. So the 40. Hold on, let me see. Where we at? We got you cannot make look at what New Zealand gives us, y'all. Look at what New Zealand gives us. It is a new beginning. This is literally a new beginning, because so the lunar eclipse that just happened in a few days ago. When was it? What was it? Was it last strong? The lunar eclipse? I don't remember, boy. Time is going by so fast. But I believe it was last strong. The 15th, the lunar eclipse happened. Was it the 15th? I don't remember. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, the 14th, which is pi, right? I told y'all we're finally getting a piece of this pie, okay? Finally getting a piece of this pie. This is what it's all about. Ironically enough, we're covering the Yuga cycle, which is the pie, which is literally a pie. All right. So now that old pie is done. Now a new pie is being created. All right. But in order for the new pie to be created, right, because the pie is in the oven right now, it's baking. That's why cooking with Kaya is so popular right now, because Mother Earth is cooking. Mother Earth is cooking. And if you watch streamers, Kai right now is in Brazil. Because Brazil means to cook up. It means to cook up. We broke down Brazil in its flag, right? We broke down Brazil. Let's see. We broke down Brazil's flag, how it's the diamond, right? Look at this. It's the diamond. It's the diamond. It's transforming you into a diamond, okay? It's making you into the diamond beings. Now look, let me see. So on the 14th, 314, a lunar eclipse signifies endings. Okay, lunar eclipse signifies endings. The old world, old world's coming to an end, and then right after that, right, you have what's called the ending of the Kali Yuga, which just ended a few days ago on the 21st, and we entered the spring equinox. Now we're about to have a solar eclipse. I don't know. Some people are saying a full solar eclipse. Some people are saying a full solar eclipse. Some people are saying a partial solar eclipse. But nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It's bigger than that, okay? Because I believe the solar eclipse is happening in Aries, okay? And it's Neptune. Neptune is moving into Aries. So it's like this is independence, okay? People are finding independence. Like I said, people are not going to be working. That's why a lot of people are finding you're finding people quitting a lot of jobs and whatnot, because this is the end of it. Okay, now you're going to become your own being in a sense. So, they symbolize, obscuration of the conscious self. So in a solar eclipse, you have what's called the moon, right? The shadow self comes in between the sun and the earth. So the sun represents, the conscious self, who you are and I, right? We are the summation of the consciousness of the sun. And then the moon represents your unconscious self. So it's the unconscious. So it's the unconscious that's coming to the surface now to be cleansed. Okay? To be cleansed. I said that's what this black sun represents. This big black sun that you see behind the sun. That's behind the sun, that's behind the firmament. That's what it's all about. All that has to come to the surface in order to be purged. So now the past cycles, because I broke this down to y'all, right? What was done the past 6,000 years is it's literally coming to the surface now. So all the things that were done, because in the third dimension, you don't get your karma right away. Think about that. In 3D, you don't get your karma right away. Some people do, but when it comes to countries, states, right, continents, this is the whole culmination of the karma that has been accrued in the past 6,000 years that's coming to the surface right now. Think about that. Think about that. That's what's about to happen right now. So this solar eclipse, that's why we're about to see it, because it's literally like, you see, it's in between. Look, this is who's going to experience this. That's why this whole thing with Canada and all this type of stuff is happening. Look, we're the ones that's going to experience. We're literally in the middle of it. No, that was the lunar eclipse. I'm talking about the solar eclipse. Excuse me. But the reason why we're in the middle of this is because this is the ending of this cycle for us. Okay, this is the ending of this cycle for us. So let me see. All right. So right over here, we just ended the Kali Yuga. Here's why we kept on seeing the number 27. Right? That's the number 27, because the Kali Yuga, it ends after 2,700 years. And remember, they added 1,000 years to it. Doesn't even matter if they added 1,000 years to the calendar or whatnot. But after the Kali Yuga, right? After the Kali Yuga, we enter a descending cycle, what's called egg pyrosis. Okay? This is why a lot of people, right? This is why the eggs are very common right now. We talked about that. All right. Eggs are going through the roof right now because we're entering a period called egg pyrosis. Egg pyrosis is basically when the sun keeps giving off these huge coronal mass ejections, these solar flares, right? These CMEs that's coming to the planet right now. Okay. And if you look at, I've showed y'all, right? When you look at the weather maps lately, they've been showing you guys illustrations of eggs. Like the one spot will be like, let me see if I can show. Let me see if I can show you because I always like to show you guys. Let me see weather. Where does it say wind? Right. Look at this. Now you don't tell me. Look at that. I told y'all. Doesn't that look like an egg yolk? Look at this. Look at that. Doesn't that look like an egg yolk? Every what's it called? Weather right now is showing you guys the egg yolk because this is what it is. We're in a period of egg pyrosis. All right. So eggs are going through the roof. This is the same concept of why that whole Saturn, not Saturn, that whole chicken, that KFC chicken commercial, right? That whole KFC chicken commercial is going crazy right now. It's going viral because we're in a state of egg pyrosis. All right. So what's going to happen is we're going to get into it. Hold on. Let me see something. Look. Let me see. Oh man, there was something that I was gonna tie together for you guys and I totally forgot it. But let's go. Okay. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, now listen to this.
Flares.
Hold on.
Solar energetic particles and coronal mass. It would start with a blast, a huge mass of plasma spewing from the surface of the sun.
These are giant eruptions that can send the energy equivalent of 10,000 Category 5 hurricanes hurtling through space in some direction. Sometimes they hit Earth.
Energetic particles could knock into satellites, disrupting GPS. Astronauts could get hit with a heavy dose of radiation. Geomagnetic disturbances could knock out power grids. In a severe case, this could last.
Yo, I just got it. Okay. So anybody who is not from the astrals is called an astronaut. You get it? That's why she said astronauts can get hit with radiation. So anybody who is not from the astrals, meaning if you're not from space, if you're not from the cosmos, you are an astronaut because you're not of the astrals. You're not of the astrals. So that's why whenever the particles of radiation hits Earth, you see significant people affected by it because they don't have the correct spacesuit for Earth. You need the correct spacesuit because that's why I said we're in a floating rock. We're in space in a floating rock because if you don't have the correct spacesuit, when that radiation hits, it's going to be big. It's going to be trouble. So this is exactly why they take us. They use our magic. They take us. They take us for our magic because our magic is what allows them to be here. You get what I'm saying? So this is crazy. You see how I'm saying? It's all semantics. It's all about wording things, really. So an astronaut. So yeah. So we're really we're not astronauts. You know, we're from here. They're the astronauts. That's why it's only their people that go to space. You get it? That's why it's only their people that goes to space. Even when it came to Neil Armstrong, right? You break down the word Neil, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie in. Because he's not an astronaut. He's really from the astrals. But everybody else is an astronaut. That's why whenever they go to space, a cataclysm happen and they end up what? Being unalived. They're showing y'all what's happening. Everything that's happening in this world is a play on the past, present, and future. You get me? Everything that's happening on this earth is a play on the past, present, future. That's why they got to get in a spaceship to go up into space. And if an accident happens, oh, well, the sun did it because they can't handle what? The radiation. So this is, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, this is the correct spacesuit for the planet. That's why they talking about. That's why they talking about segregation. All of a sudden, there's a split happening on the planet. There's a shift that's happening on the planet. I've been telling you guys this for a couple of years now. We're in a cosmic video game. In a cosmic video game, we're about to split. We're about to shift. Let's get it.
Last hours, days, or even weeks in some places. Economists who've modeled this out place potential risks at tens of billions of dollars per day.
Because the last really big solar storm to hit the Earth happened.
Look at this. Look at his name, Christ Stopper. Yo, how can I make this stuff up, y'all? Didn't we just talk about Christ Stopper yesterday? And now here's another Christ Stopper. How can you make this stuff up? Oh my goodness. I told you this is another name that's going to come prevalent. This is another name that's going to become prevalent. Tyler's another name that's going to become prevalent right now. You see? Christ Stopper of the Sims, you see? Because we're the... You see? They are Christ Stopper of the Sims. We are the Sims. Because we're the Sims under the simulation. We're the Sims under the sun. We're the Simpsons. You feel me? Let's get it.
In the late 1800s, there just wasn't all of this electronic and grid and space infrastructure that we rely on now. So some of that infrastructure could be affected by a big solar storm.
I told you, I've explained this before, y'all. Look, you can't look at the time frame. 8 minutes and 3 seconds. What do we call these people? What do we call these Christ Stoppers? How can you make this stuff up? I be telling y'all, the universe has a sense of humor. We are hilarious. That's why nobody is more funnier than us when it comes to that. We are hilarious. All right. But look at this. Look, this is kind of like the age of Pisces. You see that? It's the pie. It's the Pisces. Now the sun is in between, right? Now it's going to be feeding one more than the other. It's incredible. But I've already showed y'all, right? How that's why they built all of this stuff, because this stuff actually harms us in such a way. It literally disrupts our energy. That's why when you ever hear around these stations and you hear that buzzing, that frequency, that zzz, all that is coming through your house as well. All that is coming through your house, is coming through your walls. That buzzing, and that disrupts your frequency, it disrupts your vibration. That's why all of this was created. They know that. They reverse engineer the energy on Earth. They know this. That's why they make you pay for the power. You get what I'm saying? And also why you need one of conscious juice, pyramid, because this is going to help you. This helps transmute the energy. Okay, let's get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm telling y'all, the universe has a sense of humor. Y'all stick with me. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. Stick with me. Let's get it. Hold on, let's get it.
All of this electronic and grid and space infrastructure that we rely on now. So some of that infrastructure could be affected by a big solar storm.
Severe solar storms don't hit Earth often, but scientists and utilities operators spend time preparing for them because they're inevitable and potentially catastrophic. Solar storms often have a few major components: solar flares, solar energetic particles, and coronal mass ejection.
Hold on, is Goddess Shirley in here? Goddess Shirley, I want to ask you a question. Is that the pictures that you sent me, is it recent? Was it recent? Goddess Shirley sent me a picture. I told y'all something big is going to be happening this year. And I showed you guys, geophysicist Stephen Burns has already confirmed it, that we're getting new consciousness upgrades from the sun. And I've been telling you guys this for quite some time. Ain't nothing new. I've been telling you guys this quite some time. But Goddess Shirley, she sent me some pictures from Aruba yesterday, and you can clearly see the green photon particles in the air. If she allows me to share the pictures, I'll share the pictures with you guys to show y'all. But you can clearly see the green photon particles in the air. Almost every single day we've been having the aurora borealis. We just don't have it. It's just very vague out here, but it's in the air. It's in the atmosphere. The green photon particles that people be seeing that I told y'all that 83s are so mesmerized by. You get what I'm saying? They're here. They're all over. There's a biofield that's around us that we cannot see right now, that we're all embedded in. This is the charged particles that's literally going to change us. You see? It's funny because that's amazing. She sent me the pictures. Let me see. It's I think it's on my Hold on, let me see. I gotta grab my phone. Hold on, y'all. I gotta grab the phone so I can send it. Give me. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. What's good, TikTok? Y'all good? Oh, what's good, Indigo Goddess? Oh, you have to go on my YouTube. I'm going live. I'm live on the YouTube. I'm live on the YouTube, Goddess. You got to go on the YouTube. Let me show you. Okay. All right. Let me show y'all the pictures. Now check this out. Now this is way down in Aruba. Okay. Check this out. Why is Jem not popping? All right, there we go. Look at this. Look at that, y'all. Look at the green particles in the air. See, this is the photon light that the black sun, this is the light that the black sun gives off. That's why you see nature is majority green. Because green is life. Green is melanin. Melanin is life. Okay? This is the light of the black sun over here. Okay? Those dark rays that y'all be seeing when I be showing y'all, even this, look. Again, I showed you guys the black sun, right? Look at this. This is the grand orchestra that the. What's up, man? Hold on, y'all. So I hear my mic is going in and out. Looks like I'm glitching. My mic going in and out. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Let me see. Check. Hold on. I'm probably going to. Is it better now? Is it better now, y'all? Is it? Okay, we good? We're good. All right. I can hear you. All right, bet. Awesome. Amazing. All right. Awesome. Great. All right. Let me show you guys the video. I mean, not the video, the pictures. Okay. So now I showed y'all this before, right? So look at the picture she sent me, okay? Here's the green particles in the air. So this is the light of the black sun. The black sun be showing off. All right, the black sun emits black rays, okay? I've been showing you guys these black rays for quite some time now. It emits out black rays. But the black rays also, this gives out the green light. This is what we are we are subatomic particles at our the fundamental self. We are subatomic particles. Okay, so these are the particles that are filling the ethers right now, right? And there's going to be a plasma discharge, and this thing right here is going to change us. But you can clearly see the particles literally everywhere. So we can't see this yet, but there's going to be a point of time where this is going to be all over the plane. All over the plane. This is, and it's becoming more prevalent now, but you can clearly see, here's the black sun. This is the grand orchestra. Okay. This is the grand orchestra. This is literally the orchestrator. This is the master symphonist. Okay. That's why Ariel's best friend, right, was Sebastian the Crab, because it's the Cancer, the age of Cancer. That's literally, and Cancer is a Scorpio. Scorpio is also known as Phoenix. I didn't even know that, y'all. The Scorpio is also known as the rising Phoenix. That's why a lot of people don't like Scorpios. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the energy of the Phoenix that's coming to bite back, to strike back. All right, but this is, you can clearly see it over here. Here's another picture. Look at this. Literally, look at the magnetic field. Look. Hold on. Pardon me. Look at the magnetic field. Look at this. Look, these are literal mini portals. Y'all see that? Look at this. Literally mini portals. Right over here. Okay? So we are being literally being enveloped by this green light. We are literally being enveloped by this green light. It's literally around us. So when y'all see people looking like, you know what I'm saying, looking like Mr. Krabs, this is exactly what's doing this. This is going to be more prevalent now. Okay. Big shifts are happening. So thank you very much, Goddess Shirley, okay, for sharing this picture with us. All right. There's so much, like, people be sharing. Look, if you guys got pictures or anything like that to share with me, please send them my way. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Interesting. There we go. Okay, yeah, please send them my way, y'all. Let me get this off of here. Okay, all right. So let's continue with this. All right, that reminds me, y'all. That reminds me, the course, okay? If you're wanting to get into hidden mysteries, right? Decoding the symbolism, numerology, astrology, gematria, all right? While at the same time we're doing breathwork, meditation, energy healing, then get in the cosmic course. All right. This is literally, it's not just about, activation of higher knowledge, but we're literally learning to anchor in higher consciousness as well. This is what this course is all about. All right. We're tapping into ancient wisdom. Literally, when you tap into yourself, you're tapping into the ancient wisdom, the astral light. Okay. The green light of illusion, which creates this world. All right. So if you're interested, go ahead and get in the course, and you can also check out, our handcrafted orgone pieces that we specially make as well. We got some pieces up here for you guys. So yeah, go ahead and get in, y'all. All right. Now let's continue with this video. Where we at? Where are we at? This one. Okay. All right. Let's continue with it.
The sun is essentially a boiling ball of gas. When you're making pasta, right? You get those bubbles.
See, that's why I'm saying. That's why cooking with Kaya is popular right now, because Kaya is Earth. All right, you see, is a melanated woman. Okay, and I told y'all why she's always dancing, because Mother Earth she's balling on them. You know what I'm saying? Because she's happy. She's cooking. She's almost home. All right, we're almost home. We're almost there.
Bubbles in a convection pattern that are coming to the surface and then releasing their air into the steam. It's very similar to that on the surface of the sun, right? We have these convection patterns that we can actually see, where you have hotter plasma from the interior of the sun that's coming up, and then it cools and it goes back down. As those things convect, we also have not only the hot ionized gas, but also the electromagnetic fields are tied up with that plasma. And so the configuration of those electromagnetic...
What you saw in those pictures, that is the electromagnetic fields. That is the plasma playing, okay? You're right. This is the plasma playing in her picture. All right. Oh, I can't show y'all that. It's because the screen is up. What I showed y'all is the plasma playing in the picture.
Fields can actually cause some of that plasma to come up above the visible surface of the sun. And as it comes up, you can kind of think about it like a soap bubble, right? It extends to a point.
You can't make this stuff up. Don't these look like soap bubbles, y'all? Don't they look like soap bubbles? On the picture of the goddess and her beautiful family, the soap bubbles. Because I told y'all what Mother Earth is doing right now. She's cleansing. She's cleansing. That's why when you look up at the sun, right, you be seeing that huge rainbow sky, right? And it looks like it's enveloped in what? In bubbles. In bubbles. It looks like the Tide commercial. It looks like the Tide logo. I've shown y'all this before. The sun looks like a Tide logo. Because not just because we're tired, you know what I'm saying? Not just because we tired, but she's cleansing as well too. She's cleansing as well. Ironically enough, like synchronistically enough, there's foams that's going all over. There's foam. I showed y'all the beach in Australia is literally riddled with foam, and it's killing the sea life over there in Australia. Because Mother Earth is cleansing. Let's go.
Point where it no longer is stable and kind of pinches off that bubble of plasma that can then go streaming into space.
Economists have modeled exactly how all this science could play out and cost the US economy billions of dollars.
So we know that if there was a space weather event...
Oh, look at his name. Look at his name. Yo, I've never watched this video in my life. I'm listening to you. I'm watching it with you guys. Look at his name.
Would mean that the US economy...
Look at his name.
Billions of dollars.
So we know...
Edward. Ed. He is, there's the Ed. There's the Ed. And I told you the name. Howard was going to be another prevalent name. Howard, here's the word. Because that's the word. Word. Have you heard? I don't know how that shit goes. I don't know how that goes. But literally, here's the Ed. I'm telling you. Look, listen, you guys could be making money, you know what I'm saying? Listening to me and the numbers, you guys can literally be making money. For real, for real. For real. Because I'm literally showing y'all we're in a video game. Breaking up. I'm breaking up. Okay, people are saying that I'm breaking up. Is this true? Is this relevant? Is this true? Thank you, Melanie. You see the melanin charging me up. Look at the melanin on TikTok charging me up. You feel me? Yeah, because you see the reason why Ed is here is the word. Wow. The reason why the word Ed is everywhere is because Ed is the help. Is help. Ed means help in Creole. Okay. In French, it means help. Okay. And you flip that around, you have DE. Oh my goodness. You have DE. Okay. Which that is the D. That is the D that the sun is bringing. Now tell me why. Y'all. I was at the post office yesterday and I met a melanated man. We were talking and everything like that. Right, y'all? Tell me why this man told me he was a PE teacher. He was a P. That's still the Ed. That's still the Ed. You flip that P into a D. That is the Ed. That is the E. Oh my God. You see what? See. Meanwhile, the Ed is here for us, right? Where we at? Let me get the whiteboard, you know what I'm saying? Because this is only happening. You see? So the Ed is here for us, right? The Ed is here for us. I'm going to break this down for y'all esoterically, all right? Ed is here for us. Okay. Now you flip that around, you get again D, okay, which is again the vitamin D that the sun puts out. All right. You could even put the, put the E in parentheses. The E is for energy. It's the energy of the D, okay, which is again the sun gives you vitamin D. That's what they tell you. All right. Okay, which again, D is what? D is the fourth letter in the alphabet, which attributed to the heart chakra. This is the same reason why the sun gives off green photons. Okay? The light photons is green, all right? Because it's the vitamin D, literally. So the picture I just showed y'all is literally the vitamin D that's in the ether right now. Literally the vitamin D, okay? That's why the D is here. And then I met a PE teacher yesterday in the post office. Now remember when I broke down the post, why the post is the most important fundamental thing in this matrix? Because the post is what? It's the male. It's the male energy. Post male. It's the male energy that's being enacted everywhere. It's not no privatized thing. All right. They're trying to tell you it's privatized so they don't get rid of it. But that is the last thing that needs to go. Okay. So the post. So you have the D. Okay. So you have PE. You can't make this stuff up. It's all right. When you break down the word PE, it's physical education. Because why? 83 is really learning what physical education is about right now. PE, you remember, PE is all about running from one place, staying active, being physical. The irony in that is America has created, obese people in such a sense, right? So now when it comes time to leave in one place and leave into other, you can't. Because you had no physical education. You didn't keep it up. Some people did, you know what I'm saying? The runners, that is, you know what I'm saying? But you see them. I told you, they're always running away from something. But do you see how the universe is? Now let me show you, okay? So you have Ed, the D, and PE, right? The reason why that's relevant, okay? Look, Quell Johnson works at a post office. Her name is Quell. Quell means QL. Look, QL, which means Q light, Q God. Okay? Q God. And the Q is the power button. Look, if you look at the Q is the power button. But also a Q is a variation of the D. You see? Q to the D. Now, ironically enough, I broke this down. Doug Funny. Ironically enough, I broke down a little bit ago. Doug Funny, right? I forgot was it last year or something like that? Doug Funny, he becomes what's called Quell Man. Quell Man. And now the reason why that's relevant, right? You see, on top of his head, you see what's called. He's basically saying he's got the first ion, the third ion. He's a superhero because that's what makes you a superhero, having your first ion. And he was Quell Man, QUL Man. You see that? Look at this. All right. Now, the reason why this is funny is because, he has no ability. So that's why he has his, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Y is upside down, you see, and he's winning it backwards. It's so esoteric. It's so esoteric. All right. So you feel me? So let's continue with this, man. Let's continue with this. Oh no, I just shut down something. Oh, that was Stephen Burns. Let's go. We're done with Stephen Burns. Let's go.
Know that if there was a space weather event, it would mean that the US economy would see somewhere between 10 to 40 billion dollars worth of gross domestic product lost per day. So
gross domestic product. Now, what do you think that means? Remember the Gross sisters? Remember the Gross sisters? Gross domestic product. What do you think that means? That means people. They're losing people. Because again, if that sun is active, that's what's happening. That's what he's talking about. They all speak in code. They all speaking in code.
Depends how many days potentially the grid might be down.
Edward.
Yes, because that's what's going to happen. When the grid goes down, you're going to lose people. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter about the money. Money is not even real. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? These people are so attached to materialism because that's their world. Their world is the material world. They're attached to materialism. You feel me? But nonetheless,
Otten has spent the last decade modeling the socioeconomic impacts of severe space weather.
Satellite constellations would be the first assets that would be affected. The radiation impacts that take place from the solar flare would affect those assets in orbit.
The next wave of effects could hit anywhere from 16 hours to several days later.
Essentially, you would start to see power grids on the dark side of the Earth being affected. Geomagnetic storms induce geomagnetic currents, which flow into the power grids and cause problems with the operation of that particular infrastructure system. And obviously, if we lose power, then we're likely to lose a lot of other key lifeline critical infrastructures which we all depend on. Telecommunications, transportation services, water services, financial services, these types of really important things that we all use on a daily basis.
Experts have long disagreed on how severe the ramifications might be. Some have hypothesized a so-called internet apocalypse that could disconnect entire countries from the web, or power outages that would last years.
The debate was...
Y'all saw that number, 26 again, right? Look.
Whether this might take months.
I showed y'all the number.
Years.
Look, 26. I told y'all that number is going to be coming up a lot. Tell me why I was at this event in my city. Yeah, you see, I've been telling y'all, man, these numbers, watch these numbers. Tell me why I was at this event in my city. Look at the number. Look at the number 62. Look at this, y'all. I've been telling y'all to watch for the numbers 26, 62. Look at this, the number 62, and then right by it, there's an 88. I told y'all the number 88 was going to be. See, look, 88 to the rescue. Cause who's saving us? The 88s are saving us, which is me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was born in 88, but I told y'all the 88s are the dragons. That's why we're seeing so many dragons in the sky. Do you see how much of a video game that we are in, y'all? Please understand, y'all. I keep telling you guys this. We are in a cosmic video game. This is for the expansion of our consciousness, the expansion of our awareness. Majority of these things that are happening around the world, they're not real. They don't affect us. In a sense, let me give you an example, okay? Let's say you're in this real world here, but when you turn on the PlayStation, right? The PlayStation, the Xbox, whatever it may be, and it mirrors this world exactly to the T, to the point that you don't know if this is the real world or the game that you're playing is the real world. This is exactly what this is. It's a system that we installed into our world for the expansion of our consciousness. That's why there has to be a great reset to reset it all. This is the help that we get every so often years. But the video game is intelligent, it's alive, it's aware, just like you and me. And I've showed y'all this before with Brainiac, right? And Superman. Now, Brainiac is seen as a what? As a bad guy. As an evil bad guy. Because why? He is intelligence. He is artificial intelligence. But he tells Superman that you and I are the same. We're just using this game to basically amass our consciousness, amass awareness. We're the same thing as this video game. We created this. This is for us. We just forgot. There's a point of time that we fall down into consciousness. And there's a point where we rise. And that's all it is. It's a cosmic video game. Now 88 is to the rescue. And it's in bright yellow color. The yellow is sun. Yellow means black sun, actually. And you see the black, you see the 88s in the black. Very much so. So I just want to get that's what I want to let you guys know. We are in a cosmic video game. Everything is good. Everything is great. We're going to be okay. Let's go. But yeah, let's go. Let's continue.
The debate was whether this might take months.
The debate. And now we just talked about the 8, you know? Let's go.
Or years to replace damaged critical infrastructure assets such as extra high voltage transformers. But I think the key point to make is that once the grid's actually shut itself off, it's not exposed anymore.
Even the word debate, that is the ed. That is the ed. The debate, that is the ed of the bait. So, you know what I'm saying?
I think there's a lot that we don't know. We don't have the data to understand how many of those critical infrastructure sectors actually connect together. It's those types of unpredictable outcomes that plague our models.
Significant solar storms have hit Earth before.
Like a big circuit breaker, the whole system shut down. They don't know, but they suspect it may have something to do with solar flares.
When you ask scientists about this, they'll say that a really devastating solar storm happens on Earth only about once every 150 years. The most famous solar storm...
Here's that number, 15. Remember what 15 means. Remember what 15 means, and then 1 plus 5 gives you 6. Flip that 6 to a 9. But nonetheless, what does 15 mean? Oh shoot, my phone's about to die.
Happened in the late 1800s. That was called the Carrington event. And it was such a big solar storm. That
remember, we broke down what Carrington is. Carrington is Carrington. Carrington. Who is 10? We are 10. Matter of fact, let's look at 10 in the periodic table. Let's look at what 10 is in the periodic table. That's thallium. Where's 10? Look, no, that's titanium. Where is 10 in the periodic table? Where is 10? Where is 10? Where is 10? These boys are... Oh, okay. Look what 10 gives you. You see? This is Carrington. Okay? You see? Calling all the X-Men. Okay? The Anglo-Saxon, which are the angels. Okay? The Anglo-Saxons, that's us. We are the angels. Okay? They are what's called the Demo-Saxons, which means the demons. Okay? They are the Demo-Sax. We are the Anglo-Saxons. And this is, look at this. Let me see. 50 again 50 cent. We already talked about it. Let's see. We don't need to go into this, but that's what it is. Calling all X-Men. Here is a sign. Here's the logo. Here's the logo of the 10. Okay, calling all X-Men. So this is again about us. A common alchemical symbol for 10 shown embossed on a tin can. Okay, so basically saying the 10 can. Okay, we will, like the 10 can, and we will. All right. It's made from steel coated with tin. That's exactly what our body is. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because I don't know if you guys can hear that, man, but the guys are here to cut the grass, and it's causing a lot of noise. Usually the guys come here at in the evening time, but this is crazy. I don't know what they're doing. But if you guys can't hear them, then we're good. All right. Now let's get back to this right here. Now, the reason why this is relevant, right, is because, right, Venom from Spider-Man, his name was Eddie Brock. Venom and Spider-Man, which again, Venom is what's called the black goo, the dark goo, the Kundalini energy, the Lilith energy. Okay, there's so many names for it. Okay, the Christ oil. Okay, the sacred iliac fluid. Okay, there's so many names for it. All right, but the reason why this is prevalent because they're telling you the venom is here. Venom is here. Okay, We can't hear it. Okay, perfect. All right, awesome. So literally the venom is here. The venom is the black goo. All right. The black goo is that green aurora, that green light that you see. Because the green light is the metaphysical version of the black goo. You see, when you see it in the ethers, it's green. When it's in the dirt, in the ground, it's black. The black oil, the crude oil that they use to make everything. That is exactly what we're talking about here. That's exactly what we meant that we talk about here. Okay. That's why when we come to this physical world, we manifest as black. Okay. But in the ethers, we're not that. We're green. In the world, we are green. Okay. And when it comes to the ant people, they are green people. We're green giants. That's where the classification of little green men come from. The little green men. Okay. All right, bet. All right, awesome. Let's continue with this.
That it caused the aurora, the northern lights, to go all the way down. You could see it in the Caribbean at the time, and it caused...
You can't make this stuff up. And the goddess is in the Caribbean. I just showed y'all how can you make this stuff up? And the goddess who sent us the picture is in the Caribbeans. Let's go.
Telegraph lines to kind of be overloaded by electrical.
See the diamond? See the diamond right there? Mm-hmm. That's the diamond right. That's the Bermuda Triangle right over here. That's the Bermuda Triangle. Because a diamond is basically a triangle.
Charge, and they sparked, and some of them caught fire, and it shut down the telegraph system in North America. But there have been many solar storms since. In the 1920s, there was one that shut down railroads in and around New York City and caused a building to catch fire. There was one in the 1970s which set off 4,000.
Look at the number. 77. We just watched Stephen Burns. Look, and it has 25. Look, and it happened on what? It happened on March 25th. The huge earthquake, March 25th. Look at the dates in here, y'all. Look at the dates in here. And then the 77, all the sevens. And then how many people he said felt the earthquake? 4,000. 4,000.
Magnetically sensitive undersea mines in the waters.
Look at the year.
Vietnam.
Look at the year, y'all. Hold on. Look at the
and
year.
At the same time,
76.
A Department of Defense. And
look at the year 76. Oh my goodness.
A Department of Defense magnetically sensitive.
It will not show, but look at the year 76, and the earthquake was a 6.7. These videos have nothing to do with each other. Nothing to do with each other. Again, I'm showing you guys we are in a cosmic video game. Oh my goodness, y'all. We are in a cosmic video game. These videos have nothing to do with each other, but you see the numbers show up. You feel me?
Undersea mines and
But what created it was a sunspot incident. Look, because it was because of the coronal mass ejections that caused that earthquake.
Waters off Vietnam, and at the same time, it fooled a Department of Defense satellite into thinking that the Russians had set off a nuclear bomb.
I gotta grab my charger.
And most recently, in 1989, there was a large solar storm which actually shut down the power grid in Quebec for 9 hours.
The 1989 solar storm caused 6 million people to lose power in Quebec. But that was a much smaller coronal mass ejection than the ones many experts worry about today.
We're seeing an increased number of solar storms. We've been a little bit excited about how active the sun is getting because it's a very exciting time to be studying the sun and near Earth space. That being said, it also means that there's a lot more complications from space weather that are potentially there because we haven't experienced them over the last 2 decades or so.
To avoid a worst-case scenario, scientists and industry experts have been working on better forecasting tools and industry safeguards.
We actually have this obscure corner of the federal government called the Space Weather Prediction Center, and they're able to give us some advanced warning, but it's limited because our best probe for assessing whether a solar storm is coming toward us can only give us maybe an hour's notice, maybe a half hour.
There's a lot of complicated physics that we have to try to model, and trying to do that in this entire coupled system from the sun to the ground at Earth takes a lot of computing power. Luckily, we now have computers that can handle that. We also have more data coming online, especially from new spacecraft, and we're able to ingest more of that data into what we call empirical models. And then last but not least, we also have new techniques like machine learning and artificial intelligence, which is kind of this burgeoning field that we're able to start applying to space weather and, what is a very hard problem that might be well suited to some of these techniques.
Given some warning, power grid operators could deploy crews to make sure critical components like transformers are working properly and try to keep components from overheating. Satellites could be moved into a safe hold configuration.
Space weather has really been a growing emphasis over the last few decades. It's definitely something the federal government is getting more and more acute awareness of.
In the past decade, regulators have begun to issue guidelines to deal with the threat of solar storms. After years of experts flagging concerns, groups like the North American Electric Reliability Corporation began to develop and enforce standards for grid operators to mitigate the effects. Many experts are optimistic that Earth will be able to avoid a worst-case scenario the next time a major solar storm hits. But it's impossible to precisely simulate a solar storm that hasn't happened yet.
I think the number one concern among the experts that I've talked to about what's it going to take for us to really be prepared for solar storms is that one will hit and some of its impacts will be ones that we just didn't really predict. Like some that I've talked to.
This number right here, I could definitely decode it.
For us to really be prepared for solar storms.
Damn. Look. 75, 35, 7. So yeah, when I see numbers now, I just know what it means basically, y'all. Like when I could just see numbers, especially predicated upon where it's at, because numbers always talk to you. They always talk to you. Tell me why, y'all. Tell me why, right? In my and then I do this, y'all. I guarantee you can do this too. Tell me why, right? An accident happened in my city on a specific. I'm about to show you guys. An accident happened on my city on a specific street. The street was 34. All right. 34th. I'm going to show you how the universe has a, sense of humor. 34th and 39th. And 39. Okay. 34th and 39, right? So you got 7, and then you have, again, this is what's it called? This would be, I guess you say 12, and then it goes right back to 3 because again, the 3, the 6, and the 9. All right. It happened on this intersection. Now tell me why, right? This is how the universe plays with you. Tell me why when I looked up the car that got involved in the accident, it gave me the same number. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm about to show y'all. Look at this. It was a Corvette. Look at this, y'all. Look what Corvette gives you. Look what Corvette gives you. Corvette gives you 36. The accident happened on 34th and 39. Now, isn't a 6 and a 9 the same thing if you flip it? And then it happened, a Corvette. The Corvette happens, right, when the 3 lower chakras meets the 4 higher chakras. Basically, you get completion. The core has been vetted, which is core VET. So now you're an extraterrestrial. You're an extraterrestrial now because you now have been ascended, right? The 7 is complete. The 7 chakras are aligned. Now you get what's called completion. The Corvette, the 3, the 6, and the 9. How can I make this stuff up? How can I make this stuff up? I be telling y'all, we're in a cosmic video game. The things that happen, if you put the numbers into the gematria, it'll show you the numbers are aligned. The numbers are aligned. We're literally in a cosmic video game. I know it's hard to believe, y'all, but these people, majority of these people are non-player characters. They're just in our world, on our planet, I should say. So I want y'all to understand that this is why the destruction has to happen, because their world is going away. It's about to be a brand new world. Heaven is coming onto earth, merging onto earth. So that's what I'm saying. We're literally in a cosmic video game. Let me see. Who makes Corvette? Who makes Corvette? Corvette is its own company, right? Chevrolet. All right, let's see what Chevrolet gives us. Look at that. Look at that. Here's the 4. Here's the 4 in the 34. Here is the 4 in the 34. Here is the 4 in the 34. Again, the 3. Here's the 3, right? Because when you add that, you get 13. I mean 12, which gives you 3. And then, let me see. It hit a brick wall. Let me see what brick wall gives you. And 2 plus 3 gives you 5. The mother. You can't make this stuff up. Which is, again, this has to do with ascension. Because you get this. This is all about evolve. This is all about evolve. It's all about evolve. That's why I've been telling y'all, man. That's why I keep telling you guys we're in a cosmic video game. It's very hard to believe. It's really, really hard to believe. But we are in a cosmic video game, a movie. If you may, if you will, whatever it is. Everybody has a script. The majority of the people don't know this. Everybody has a script. Our script was for us to forget who we were. Only to rise back to the gods and save this planet. That's our script. That's why everybody acts like they don't know us. That's why everybody acts like they don't want to be around us. Because in the age of the Kali Yuga, that's what's supposed to happen. They're supposed to act like they don't know who God is or who God is. They're supposed to praise everything else but you. This is the ignorance. This is the low level of consciousness that's on the planet. But this is changing. I want y'all to understand that. All right. Let me see. Look at this shit. Look at this. It says China archaeologists versus 2,000-year-old. You see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That's how the earth has a sense of humor, because the earth is, look, it's the 949. It's a 649, because this is what's happening on all sides. The earth is literally, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying? Let me see something. Yes, y'all, the cosmic course. Don't forget the cosmic course. All right. So we will be having this solar eclipse, right? Partial solar eclipse, and Neptune is going into what's called Aries. All right. Ironically enough, I'm wearing an Aries pendant today. I'm wearing an Aries pendant today because I'm on my, I don't give a F, because that's what Aries is all about. The Aries energy don't give a F. Don't care if you're ready or not. Don't care if you're ready or not. Okay, that is the very first sign. All right, it don't care. That's why Trump and Elon Musk are doing things with the don't care attitude, because that's what the age is bringing. So Neptune, right? That's why it's called Neptune. Represents the dreams, the illusions. Okay, right? Dreams, illusion, mysticism. All right. This is what Neptune's all about. Okay. It represents spirituality, higher consciousness, and the divine connection, but it represents the dreams and illusion. Okay. That's what Neptune was about. All right. Neptune was in Pisces. Okay. And now is heading full on to Aries. All right. So, Neptune, when you bring down the word Neptune, all right, Neptune, right? You flip this, you get pin. Okay, you get which is pin, the tune. And we showed you what the tune was, the frequency of the black sun. The green light, the astral light. That is the Neptune. That is pin the tune, cue the tune. Pin the tune means cue the tune. And the Q is what? It's the power button. But if you even look at the word pin or nep, look, you have the word ed in it. You see? So we're in ed, or the ed is in. The ed is in, or we're in ed. And now the tune is tuned. The tune is playing. Now we're being tuned up. We're being tuned to a new frequency. We're being tuned to a new vibration. Tuned to a new consciousness. Okay? So now the deception is coming to an end. The hidden truths. All right? Now you can even enter altered states of consciousness even faster. Manifestation is at an all-time high right now. All right? Neptune, what it does, it dissolves boundaries and it connects us to the unseen. Okay? It connects us to the unseen, but Neptune also creates illusion. It literally creates illusion. And then for it to enter in Aries, to enter Aries, right? We already know a little bit about Aries. That's why Elon Musk is talking about going to war right now, right? Or going to Mars, excuse me. Ain't no coincidence why, what's it called? Elon Musk is talking about going to Mars, right? And he's in conjunction, he works together with Donald Trump, who has an estate called Mar-a-Lago, which I already showed. I broke this down for you guys. This means war is a goal. War is a goal. The war is here. This is the war. The war that's coming from the heavenly plane, from the heavenly realm down to the physical. And then in the physical realm, Donald Trump is breaking down the system that don't belong here in the first place. You see how everything is connected? All right. Excuse me. So Neptune going into Aries. Aries is the warrior planet. It is the warrior planet. It's the planet that you do not want to mess with. It is the first sign. So it is the biggest. It is the oldest. All right. It governs independence, leadership, action, courage, aggression. This is initiation into a new realm, this is the new ID. That's why the ram Aries wears its ID on its head. Heads first. That's its identification. You know what I'm saying? Aries is about, kicking butts name and then kicking butts first and then taking names. It don't care. It's here to install order. This is what Aries represent. Neptune dissolves and Aries ignites. That's a crazy thing. Neptune dissolve, right? So we're watching the dissolution of this old matrix. That's what we're watching right now. But Aries ignites fire. Here's a very interesting thing. My goddess and I were driving down 75 yesterday, and she noticed that the bottom of all the trees down the 75 are brown, like brown, right? But the top of the trees completely green. And I'm like, what's this about? What's this about? And I'm like, I think I kind of understand, because again, the Bible talks about how this world is going to burn by fire. Look at all these wildfires that are starting. And now they want to tell you that it is right. There was just a wildfire that just started like yesterday. And they talked about it was some teens hiking. Hold on. Where was this at? North Carolina? Was it North Carolina? And they said some teens.
Tonight, a state of emergency as wildfires rip through one of South Carolina's most popular state parks. Choppers dropping water at Table Rock State Park in the state's northwestern region. The flames already burning at least 1,000 acres and nowhere near contained.
Take a look. You can see the smoke billowing high above the mountains behind me. Officials say that a lot of the trees.
See, look, I was talking about the ID, right? Look where it's at. Look where it's at. It's called Pickens. Pickens, you see, which is again, it's the ID. And then the AEIOU is interchangeable, so it'll still be the ed. It's still the ed or the D. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Let's go.
Trees knocked over by the remnants of Hurricane Helene last fall.
And then carol means to sing. So it's the South singing. Carolina. And then what? And we talk about the Carrington event. The South is singing. This is the singing bowls. New frequency, man. Y'all understand? Please understand. We're in a cosmic video game. I'm going to keep telling you guys this. We are in a cosmic video game. And we are aligning back into this. Where everything, that's why we'll be able to manifest whatever we want to. At will. Because we're going to understand that we're in a cosmic video game. That's why we're going to be able to manipulate the ethers. We're going to be able to use our fire bending, our water bending, our earth bending, our air bending. We're going to be able to manipulate those energies together and create something new. Because we're going to understand that we are connected to this simulation, this matrix. You know how you felt disconnected from this world a long time ago? It's going to be completely different. Now you're going to be literally connected to everything. And everything connected to you. So of course we're going to be able to speak to these things and manipulate them in such a way. That's why they still can't build the pyramids to this day. Not even pyramids or anything. The Tartarian buildings. They can't do none of that type of stuff because we created that. And in order to do that, you have to be connected to the consciousness of the universe in such a way. So that age of illusion is coming to an end. Neptune is coming to dissolve this, and Aries is igniting the new spark. It's the keys. I think the last time Neptune was in Aries was in the 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. What the heck? Let me see. All right. Okay. It says Neptune hasn't been in Aries since 1860. Yeah, 1800. A period of intense transformation, war, and spiritual awakenings. This time around, we can a spiritual revolution. A spiritual revolution. Remember, look what's happening. Look what's happening. Can we expect a spiritual revolution this year? I most likely guarantee it. I most likely guarantee it because look what's happening. Look at this. Look what's happening in France right now. Remember the French government broke down, right? Didn't I tell you watch Haiti? Didn't I tell you to watch Haiti? Look at this. They're marching for the freedom of Haiti. Again, I want to be clear. We, the melanated congregation over here, we represent Haiti. Haiti is all of us. We are the whole Haiti. Haiti represents indigenous people and all as the whole. I want y'all to understand that. Haiti represents the indigenous people of the earth as the whole. That's why everything started off in Haiti. Okay, so now they're marching to free Haiti because it's actually talking about us as well. Freeing us represents us because we're about to be free from this. And Haiti's flag is red, blue and red because it has to do with the red and blue kachina. You put that red and blue together, it gives you purple. It's that codeine that's going in. The code is in. We're getting coded. We're getting recoded. That green light we just showed y'all. We're getting recoded. That bubbles that in the atmosphere, the electromagnetic field, we're getting cleansed up. We're cleaning. The planet is cleaning us up. The energy is cleaning us up. That's why you're going through stuff right now. You're currently going in and out of dimensions. You're popping in and out of different timelines. I guarantee you are. Because it's about to be a great culmination. There's about to be a great culmination of these energies. I told y'all to watch Haiti. It's going to get a lot more interesting. Can we, just like Kendrick Lamar said, the revolution will be televised. You just picked the wrong guy. It's not going to be no white Jesus. Y'all about to see who the true gods are. In fact, you already know them. Y'all just been acting like y'all don't know them. Maybe because we haven't been acting like we were them. But this new energy that's going to be, that's already here, is going to be different. All right. Let me see. Where we at? Oh, I was reading this. All right. Spiritual revolution. Neptune and Aries will awaken people to their spiritual warrior. I told y'all to watch Haiti. Who's the most powerful spiritual? Haiti is the most powerful spiritual warriors. That's why they never talk about the Haitian revolution. Okay? Watch Haiti. More will seek truth, challenge old paradigms, and step into their divine power. This is what this solar eclipse is bringing. This is what the energy that the solar eclipse is coming. So y'all. Oh shoot. Yo, this came on. Look, my brother's, hold on, let me see. Let me see. I'm about to show y'all. Look at this. I told you guys to watch Haiti. Okay. Look. This is what Haiti's gonna do to y'all. Okay. Look, and the who posted this? Tia Miller. That means it's coming to you. All right. Look at this. Look. This is what a Haitian man did. Look.
Out here being racist and stuff, and tap that tail. Over there.
Look at the Haitian man with his bucket hat. Look just like my dad. Look at him. Look at just like my dad. Look at him.
Harassing on those.
So apparently this dude was harassing him. Okay, well we're gonna hear the story. Just listen.
Lean with it. Rock with it. Ooh, look, hey, stop playing with us. Okay, stop playing with it. Listen, he's on the phone with folks telling he just right there. Bam, boom.
So
I didn't know I could stretch like that. Haitians, especially Haitian men, have watched all types of karate. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Rambo, you name.
This is true. I remember my uncle had come from Haiti. And the first thing he wanted to do was go to the movie stores and buy a whole bunch of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Denzel Washington tapes, boy. This is true, man. When you go to a Haitian's house, they will have videotapes of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris, anybody, like they love karate style movies, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, this is thousands and thousands of years of pent-up energy, ancestral energy. Thousands and thousands of years. Imagine a whole bunch of melanated people feeling this energy. You see, that's what that Alabama thing that happened a few years ago. Remember the Alabama thing? I'm gonna show y'all. Remember the thing that happened in Alabama? You see, this is exactly what this was alluding to. Okay, this is exactly what this was alluding to. If y'all don't understand, we're probably look, deckhand involved. Look, because it's the D, it's the Ed. How can you make this stuff up? How can you make this stuff up? But this is exactly what this was alluding to. The punishment that's going to be happening by who? It happened in Alabama because Alabama means all by ma. So literally the mother's doing this to y'all. How these ninjas were whooping y'all butts, this is exactly going to happen, but it's happening by the mother. Everything is esoteric. Everything is esoteric. So now if you look at what's happening around the world right now, they're all getting whooped by the mother. They're all getting whooped by the mother and the father. Their whole society is collapsing. Okay, so everything is esoteric, super esoteric. Okay, keep watching Haiti. Keep watching Haiti. All right, please understand, my people, we're in a cosmic video game. Everything is about timing. Okay, don't feel sorry for the people of Haiti. Again, this is a cosmic video game that we forgot that we are in, and the time is coming up. It's all about energy. It's all about timing. We're rising back up to greatness again. That's what we've always been. That's what we are. That's what we've always been. So it's only makes sense that we climb back up to it. You feel me? All right, let's go. Oh, I was reading, wasn't I? Yes, I was. So yeah. Did it? Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. The rise of more will seek truth, challenge old paradigms, and step into the divine power. No more passive spirituality. This is the era of action. The rise of spiritual activism. With Aries fire and Neptune's mystical nature, we'll see more people fighting. Look at this. You can't make this stuff up. Yo, how do I put these things together? I keep telling y'all, we are in a cosmic video game. We're in a cosmic video game. This makes me seem like, again, like I know, because yeah, I know. I have a clairsentience. We all have the clairs. Not even, and this is nothing. This nothing, nigga. It's nothing. Wait till we really get activated. Then you will see what we can really do. This is nothing. I'm only tapping into a bit of the knowledge and intelligence that I have. Just a bit. We're not even fully tapped in yet. Imagine. That's why Frieza be like, for me.
Dance for us, monkey.
That's why Frieza be like, yeah. That's why Frieza be like, dance for us, monkey. And you can't make this stuff up. Ironically enough, I was looking at Gina, what's her name? Gina Marie Colvin. Look at this, y'all. Tell me why I went on Gina Marie's Colvin thing and she has a video
516
called Dance Monkey. Dance with me, monkey. Look at this. You see, I told you the universe has a sense of humor because the gene is going to make you dance. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Let's see what Dance Monkey gives us. Oh no. 42? Don't. Oh.
Another one.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dance Monkey gives us 42. And we were talking about what? New Zealand, right? We opened up talking about New Zealand, the earthquake in New Zealand, and New Zealand gives us 42. And Dance Monkey gives us 42. How do I make this stuff up? How do I make this stuff up, y'all? My goodness. Because again, right? Because this is what the ed is all about. The ed. This is the physical education. This is the PE of ed, right? When you flip the word ed around, you get PE. This is the physical education of ed, which is the Dance Monkey, because you guys are going to be dancing all around everywhere.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You guys are going to be dancing around everywhere. Won't know where to go. Won't know what to do. Because the karma is here. Saturn is the god of karma. Saturn is the god of karma. And it's here. You see, back in the day, right? You see, this is what the zodiacs is all about. Actually, you know what? This is long. I might come back and do a part 2 of the Kali Yuga. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Because there's more videos I got to talk to y'all about and show y'all. So I'm probably going to do a part 2 most definitely. Okay? I'm most definitely going to be a part 2 because there's videos I want to show you guys. So that's what the Kali Yuga is about. The Kali Yuga is about different times, right? Different periods where we have the guidance of these celestial beings around us, meaning the higher selves, our higher version of ourselves, what they call the planets, whatever you want to call them, spheres, whatever you want to call them, the chakras, right? So say, for instance, they were around the planet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because at one point in time, we knew there was 7 planets, okay? And the sun was one of the planets. Now, for every age, right? This is what the Knights of the Round Table is all about, all right? For the first age, the golden age, all the knights are here at the table. Now, for every age that leaves, more knights leave the table. I believe it's 3 knights that leave first. I believe it's 3 knights that leave first, then 2 knights. Yeah, 3 knights that leave first, then 2 knights, and then another 2 knights. I believe this is exactly what it is, leaving us with basically no knight in the Kali Yuga age, leaving us with just one sun, this sun over here. Okay, so the Ed wasn't here. So now all the Ed is here. This is why we see what's called the Ezekiel wheel in the sky right now. And I showed y'all how this looks like a cosmic eye, right? Let me see. I showed y'all how this looks like a cosmic eye. I recorded this. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I think I showed you guys this. It looks like a cosmic eye. I believe I showed y'all this. Was it this one? Okay, I guess it wasn't this one, but nonetheless, I showed y'all how it's a cosmic eye. It's the Ezekiel way, the Ezekiel wheel. Okay, the Ezekiel wheel. Okay, so let's see what Quail Man gives us. Quail Man gives you 22. Okay, 2 plus 2 gives you 4. All right. Let me see. Okay, y'all. Yeah. The Dance Monkey, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly what's happening. What you need to know about the... Okay, we already seen this. Yeah, y'all. Let me see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what they say. Let's see what they say.
Robin's ABC News exclusive about the violent brawl in an Alabama dock last month. It was all caught on camera. And Robin, you spoke with a deckhand who was at the center of it right there and some of his co-workers.
Yeah, because so many saw and remembered.
Look. Christa. You see? Because they owe us.
Another one.
You see? Krista Owen or Krista Owen because y'all owe us. You owe us. This is the butt whooping that is owed to you guys. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Let's see what they said.
For the video capturing that group of boaters attacking an Alabama ferry boat crewman, Damian Pickett, which led to chaos.
Damian Pickett. Damian Day. Dale. Me said that. Daylight come back, we wanna go. Another one. That is the ad, y'all. Deo. And in Creole, Deo means watch your ass, watch your ass. Deo. Deo. But also Deo means out. Because y'all, we're putting you guys out.
Oh no.
It's time to get out. See, that's what that movie Get Out was alluding to. I broke that down for y'all. I told y'all it was telling us that we are getting out. We were in the trap. Now we're going to get out. That Get Out movie is very esoteric. It's deeper than that. It's not just about, oh, black man, trapped with a white girl and all that type of. No, it's much more deeper than that. It literally telling us we are getting out. We're getting out. It's over. That's what the segregation, separation thing is about. This game is coming to an end. There's about to be destruction that unleashes on the earth, and we will not be here for this. We will not be here for this. Please understand that. Okay? But this is exactly what it is. Let me see. Where we at?
On the riverfront dock.
And then look, so his name is Damien, right? His name is Damien, right? Let's say Damien. Let's say it's a Demin, okay? So it's the Ed. The Ed is here, and then me is the mother, Mia, right? And the N. So it's the Ed of the mother is N, remember? And what is happening in Alabama, which is all by Ma. You see? All by Ma. It's the Ed of the mother N. The Ed of the mother N. It's happening all by the mother, the Holy Mother. All right? And his last name is Pickens, y'all. Pick ends. See? Because this is the end, right? And then this is the end. This is the stuff that we had. This is the this is the beef that we had. This is the bone that we had to pick with you guys. Remember I told y'all? That's why dogs get a bone. Because that is the bone that we had to pick with 83. So it's the Pickens. You see? That is the bone that we had to pick with 83. So it's the Pickens. And then what just happened? Look. The fire.
Tonight,
where did it happen? Pickens, South Carolina. Bro, how can you make this stuff up? How can you make this stuff up? I'm just a dot connector for you guys. All I am for you guys is a dot connector. And I am a reminder of that we are in a cosmic video game. Please understand. We are in a cosmic video game for the expansion of our consciousness and awareness. Majority of these things are happening around us. They're not real. They're not real. That's why fear drives up sales. Because if you weren't in fear and we were all in harmony, all this thing would fall instantaneously. All of this would fall instantaneously. But there's a period, there's an age where we get to experience this for the expansion of our consciousness. None of these videos have nothing to do with each other, but yet I keep showing y'all time and time and time and time and time again. I'm finding the same things over and over. The names, the numbers. And I'm sure if I watch the video, I'm sure if we watch the whole video, we're going to find more things, more relevant things. Because that's what it is. It's a video game. And I'm showing you guys the pattern. That's all I'm showing you guys the pattern. So I'm going to keep telling y'all this. We're in a cosmic video game where there is an artificial world intruding into our world, into the real world, where the artificial world is going to be burned away. The fake world is going to be burned away and removed, where the real is going to be here. That's why they say only the real survives. Only the real survives. Okay? Yeah, it's all coming together. Peace in, y'all. It's all coming together beautifully. Let's go. You see, look at the Black Suns logo, ABC, because it's easy as 1, 2, 3. I be showing y'all this. I be showing you guys it's ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. I just be tying the numbers for y'all. It's very simple. These people are not real. Even this horse-looking lady. They're not real. They're just projections of the AI. This is how intelligent that we are. We created this video game billions of years ago to expand our, who knows how long it was, but this is primarily to expand our consciousness of self. So we know what to do and what not to do. This is what the age of Kali Yuga is allowed. It allows for all the BS that couldn't take place in the golden age, in the silver age, and in the bronze age to manifest in the silver age. I mean, in the iron age. That's what the Kali Yuga is about. All the BS that wasn't able to manifest in the golden, silver, and bronze age, the Kali Yuga manifests all of that. We're going to go deeper into that. Okay. It seems like the sundown towns is getting it the worst. Yeah, because the sun is up now. It's not down no more. The real sun is up now. It ain't no down no more. You feel me? So this is exactly what's happening. I believe you have always lived my life as I'm in a video game employee of the month and manager everywhere I go. I want all the points. Yes. As long as you align yourself to that, you understand that you're in a cosmic video game, you will always be taken care of. Well, at least we will be. But I told y'all, that's why they were given everything. You get me? That's why everything was taken from us and given to them. Because that was the illusion. Their world was the illusion. Now the real world is coming up. Okay? We're about to be in the real world. Harmony, unity. You know, people have powers, have abilities. This is exactly what we're coming into. The world of the superheroes. All right? Beautiful time to be alive. Beautiful, beautiful time. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. So let's go.
For the first time, Damien and 2 co-workers who came to his defense are telling their stories.
I didn't expect this to happen at work today. I was expecting another peaceful, nice cruise.
This morning, the men at the center of that violent and viral Alabama boat dock brawl speaking for the first time.
Oh my God!
I was in a shock, just straight shock.
The lead deckhand, Damien Pickett, seen here in his white uniform, telling us how the altercation last month in Montgomery first began.
Was this all a play? Yes. I could go, because even when it comes to the hitting, they're not even hitting each other. They're like, they're slapping each other.
Yeah.
You see?
So you're on the boat. You're
just
trying.
look. Just look. They're not even hitting each other. They're slapping each other.
Telling us how the altercation last month in Montgomery first began.
Look, they're slapping each other.
So you're on the boat. You're trying to dock. Just tell us what was going on.
It was just a lot of people that was in the way of us docking.
You get it? So understand, he represents what? He represents the leader in what's called the black sun up there. Okay, which is called what's called the Meon. The Meon. The Meon is the ion, the big black sun. Okay, the big black sun. See, Damien pick ET because we're about to get picked up. Y'all be telling y'all. So they're basically saying they're in the way of us getting picked up. You get it? They are in the way of us getting picked up because that's why they keep lying to us about extraterrestrials and stuff like that, lying to us about aliens and stuff like that, because they are the ones that's stopping us our ascension. You get it? So that's why they're gonna have to be dealt by the mother because they're trying to dock. Because the big black sun, it's a ship regardless. It's coming from the metaphysical waters. It's coming from the waters above. This is the waters below. So of course it's a ship. So he's like, get your ish out the way because we need to dock here. You get it? Get your ish out the way because we need to dock here. Y'all need to go. This is all esoteric.
And the boats just wouldn't move. We could have docked, but we would end up hitting a couple of those boats and be
Now, let me see what his name is because the name boat, let me see. You see? Is that his name? Damien, yeah, Pickett. P-I-C, yeah, Pickett. 54 gives you 4, 5 plus 4 give you 9. We don't need to go into what that all represents right now, but it basically represents the age of Aquarius, okay? Because that's 9 is completion. I told you guys we're going to be picked up. We are going to be picked up. Because if you look at his shirt, it's got the purple X all over it. You see? It's got the purple X all over it. Let's go.
This illegally parked boat blocking the city's riverboat.
Look at the Ezekiel wheel right there. You see? The Ezekiel wheel. Let's get it. Here's the numbers, 369. We broke down 23 today, right? We broke down 23, 32. And the 7, 8, 6, 7, 8.
Boat from docking.
Those guys who parked there were told not to leave it there, and they left it there.
Crew members making several attempts to ask the owner to move.
Everybody's yelling, could y'all move y'all boat? By the captain's order, we got off and moved the boat. 4 steps to the right. That's it. Words were exchanged, and I was like, I'm just doing my job. After we dock, we don't mind y'all staying there, but not at this time while we're trying to dock.
You hear that? You hear that? So before the ancestors were here, this is deep. Before the ancestors were here, we didn't mind y'all staying here. We didn't mind y'all. Oh, cool. Now there's a higher consciousness that's about to be on the planet. Higher beings, bigger beings. Y'all gotta go now. Y'all gotta go. This planet ain't big enough for y'all. It's not. Y'all gotta go. This is exactly what he's saying. Have I listened to Jay Electronica's Ezekiel Wheel? No, I haven't. I have not listened to. But look at her shirt as well. Look, it's the eye coming through the 8. You see that? Look, it's the eye coming through the 8. You see that? It's the eye coming to us. The ID is coming to us. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. All connected. See, it's all see, these people are literally they're telling you guys what's happening. That's all there is. These news things, they're literally telling you when they tell you news, they're telling you an esoteric version of what's happening. But people just don't have the the capacity to break it down. Not to mention you've been lied to all your life about stuff. So what is it? So I'm showing y'all another scene. I'm showing you guys from my eyes what I see. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that was not a play. I was there. They was getting that work. Okay, Eric Smith. I'm glad you were there. But this is literally a play. This is literally a play. You can clearly tell. You can clearly tell what's going on.
Exactly were they saying to you at this time?
Just some nasty words, cuss words that I don't like, violence. And alcohol involved. They got beers in their hands while they on the dock. So I would try my best to ignore them.
What's going through your mind at that time?
The people of the boat, their safety. Getting them in, getting everybody off and getting them home. Plus I'm thinking about
You see? The people. Get him. See? He's talking about the people that's on the Black Sun, on the ship. Our people coming here. These are the crews. You see what I'm saying? These are the crews. Because they're on the ship. Remember they talk about remember in the Pentagon, they already revealed that they have the ancients are returning. And then Elon Musk's grandmother, remember? Or nanny, Elon Musk's nanny. Remember Elon Musk's nanny? She talked about how Elon Musk opened portals. Let's see.
When I was a girl, I was procured and sent to work for a family. There was a boy, the boy's mother, and the boy's grandfather. They were coming from Africa. They were white as me. I thought they'd be black. And because of something the boy did, I never told what he did. The boy did something very dark when he was very little. And then one day I asked someone in the circle, Imelda, Joaquin's mother, I asked Imelda, I said, is he the Antichrist? I was 13 years old. She didn't even blink. She said, no, but he will present the mark. And when you see him do that, the Antichrist will take the stage.
You get it? He represents the mark. He represents the mark. So Elon Musk is the mark of the rise of the Antichrist. The Antichrist. But I've already explained that they are the Antichrist. Anybody who is against the Christ consciousness is the Antichrist. They are the Christ stoppers. You see what I'm saying? So he is the mark of this. I told you something big is getting ready to happen. Okay. Let me see. Let me see something. Where we at?
Their safety. Getting them in, getting everybody off and getting them home. Plus I'm thinking about his boat also. Because if our boat hits his boat, it's going to sink.
A shirtless man confronts him.
One guy, he's been there before. He knows the rules and regulations. That's why he was asking me, where's the sign?
Then another man quickly becoming aggressive. Damien tossing his hat, bracing for what's to come.
See, when he tosses his hat, it's allegorical to we did it, we graduated. We did it, we graduation. So that's why he said bracing for what's to come. So they're saying, melanated people, be prepared for what's to come. Please be prepared for what's to come because we're going to get out of here. We're getting out of here.
Man just put his hand on me. I was like,
look at the green light. You see the green light?
For what's to come.
This man just put his hand on me.
We got the green light. Look at the green light. You see? Y'all think this is, listen, everything is staged, bro. Everybody is in on it. Everybody.
I was like, it's just my job, but I'm still defending myself at the same time. So when he touched me, I'm like, it's on.
In just seconds, several people outnumbering Damien. One woman seen kicking him while he's down. Rushing to help protect the crew member, two of Damien's co-workers, including longtime friend Ra-Ra.
Me.
Ruh-roh. I was waiting for this ninja's name, boy. Now, his name is Ra-Ra, like Sun. If you're not telling me, let's go.
Walking up to the guys and asking them, well, why did you all jump on him like that?
See, we like, whoa, she in Carlton. Okay, let's go.
And he referring to me, well, who the you think you are? You know, and a lot of racial slurs were going on.
And diving into the scene, 16-year-old Aaron. What was it that you saw?
16-year-old Aaron. And what are we in right now? We're in the age of Aquarius, which is an air sign. We're in it now. The completion is in. It's in. That's why he's going across river to the dock. Because he's docking. He's about to dock. The age of Aquarius is coming to dock in. You get it? The age of Aquarius is coming to dock in. Look.
That made you get in that water. Have you ever swam that fast before?
No.
The age of Aquarius never swam that fast before, boy.
He first started hitting on him. No one helped. I couldn't just watch and sit around and just let him get beat on while everybody else is just recording.
So look, you see him taking his him taking his shoes off.
Just watch and sit around and just
him taking his other shoes off, right? This is a metaphor. This is a metaphor for, again, the age of Pisces, right? You have the metaphysical foot and the spiritual foot. So now the metaphysical foot is coming off. The boot is coming off. Now we're all soul, baby. All souls now. That's why he's got that purple. Is purple?
Beat on.
Purple shirt.
Else just recording.
Purple, blue shirt, whatever it is. But purple is a variation of blue. It don't matter. Even again, him.
Over a decade of Damien working as a crew member, he says he never imagined a day ending like this. How are you physically right now?
I'm just a little sore, a little bumps and bruises here and there, but I'm here by the grace of God.
4 of the boaters involved now facing misdemeanor assault charges. When asked about the incident, the defendants telling ABC News they had no comment.
I was still trying to get that boat in while the fight was still going on. I'm still telling the captain, we got to get these folks here safely to this dock.
When that ferry finally docked, some passengers joining in on the fight. A man seen swinging a chair, now charged with disorderly conduct. Police confirming these videos are part of their investigation.
I went to work, not to be in a fight or get jumped on. It's a cause and effect to every situation.
Okay. Yes. So there's a lot going on. And then, yeah, and his name is Ra-Ra. And in Haitian, we have this, there's something called, I forgot what it is, la. But it's an invocation. It's an invocation, okay? It's basically an invocation, okay? And you dress up in some ways, and basically you're calling on to the ancestors. You're calling out for the ancestors, and you call, and his name is Ra-Ra, la. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the shift is here, you guys. The shift is here, and I'm showing you guys this. This is a cosmic video game that we are in, that we're playing out until a specific time, a specific energy hits the planet. There is no time. I want y'all to understand that. There is no specific time. In fact, I've already showed y'all videos that we're well overdue for this energy. Well overdue. So at any point in time, The solar flare can happen. Who knows what year it is? But I'm telling you guys, look at all these volcanoes going off on the planet right now, all at once. Something crazy, something big. The shift is here, y'all. Okay. Let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to share with you guys? Is there anything else I wanted to share with you guys? Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do a part 2 because there's more stuff that I got to show you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's more stuff that I got to show y'all. So we're going to do a part 2. All right. So that being said, look at this. Could dark energy cause the universe to collapse? Okay. Look, U.S. hits Houthi missile supply site, which is what? Look, it looks like it says Haiti, right? Haiti, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's a variation of Haiti. And this was, again, I like to come up and just see what's going on here too, because they show y'all a lot of stuff that's going on. Okay, we good. Senator Grills Garboard on Signal chat leaks. Show the text now. Okay, y'all. That being said, y'all. This is a beautiful light. Thank you. Abundance upon you, goddess. Mix yellow and blue. You got green. The green energy coming in the gamma rays. Yes. People are starting to dream the solar flare. Is that what's happening? Are people dreaming the solar flare? Are people dreaming the solar flare? Because even my goddess's mother, my mother-in-law, right? She even explained that she had a dream where a portal opened up and these, Egyptian deities started coming out. And that's the same thing that Elon Musk nanny says. Okay. Now, again, and please understand that those people are not real. They're just here. Remember, they stole all our stuff. They have all our art. They have all our artifacts. They have everything that they can possibly need. But again, these people are artificial. All right. So she said, Elon Musk opened up a portal, and when the portal opened up, all these Egyptian deities started coming out. My goddess's mother just said the same thing. She said she just had this dream maybe a month ago, if a little bit less, I don't remember. But nonetheless, she had the dream, and she's super, super psychic. She is super, super psychic. Like, she's really up in there. She's really tapped in. Like, there'll be things going on around the world, and she'll tell it to my goddess, and then I'm like, oh my god, that's literally just happened. That shit literally just happened. She's tapped in. So when I tell y'all there's something big that's going to be happening this year, most likely there's going to be something big that's going to happen this year. This is the year of the 9. Like, I can feel it. A lot of you guys can feel it. That's why I read the comments in these videos, because the comments are always going to show proof that, something big is taking place, something major is happening. Okay. So I want you guys to be prepared for what's happening. Okay. So that being said, y'all, like I said, the course is still open. People keep asking me how to get into the course. I have people commenting all the time. Very simple. You can go to my Etsy. The Etsy link is in the bio. I don't know if I put it. The Etsy link is in the bio. I'm going to put it right here. It's right here. And then I'm going to put it in the bio. But at the same time, if you want to get in the course, very simple. Here's my YouTube. You go to my YouTube page. And then you go to the links over here. The links will take you. No, that's not the link. That's the wrong link. You go click more links, and then you go to the link over here that says Etsy. The Etsy will take you to my Etsy, and then you can go ahead and get into the course, the Cosmic Code course. All right. And excuse me, for people looking for spiritual guidance, I also do that as well. You can get a Zoom call with me, private Zoom call with me for an hour, and we could talk it out. I could be your best friend, your consultant, whatever it is that you need, information when it comes to health, nutrition, whatever it needs. I have a cornucopia of information that's going to be beneficial to people. So like I said, 6 people got this in their cards. That's amazing. All right. So get in the course, y'all. If you guys are literally looking to, learn what this is all about, like you guys are so interested, you guys are so interested. That's why y'all come here all the time, because I be showing y'all the numbers and the letters and the number. Everything is so. We're in a cosmic video game. Please understand that, cosmic video game. All right, so. Yes, y'all. That being said, get in the course, to expand your consciousness, expand your knowledge, expand your lungs as well, and get you some pieces. That being said, I'll show y'all some pieces before I leave, but that's it. I got stuff to do. Let me see something. Okay. All right, y'all. How y'all feeling though? You went through Etsy, Marie Pierre. All right, perfect. Let's get it. The course starts on the 14th of April, not August. Excuse me. The course starts on the 14th of April. We've already got a few people who pay for the course, so they're just waiting in a sense. But yeah, I'm excited to really share with you guys what we got for this course. It's going to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? So get in if you're interested in this stuff. You like this stuff. You like learning about this stuff. You find it very. Some people, like, it's funny because when I started telling people about the Matrix, they were like a little freaked out how they can, how they were like, how does the Matrix know where I live and all that type of stuff? Because you are the Matrix. I keep telling you guys this. The Matrix, you can't be in the Matrix without Matrix being you. It knows you. The code that the Matrix runs through, it's your code. It's our code. It runs through our code. So of course it's us. You feel me? So you can't be freaked out by things like this. I'm just showing y'all we're in a cosmic video game. Remember, at our fundamental, the base of us, we're literally soul. We're literally light. We're sound. We are sound in motion. That's literally what we are. We are literally sound or energy in motion. These physical vessels is what allows us to be in the physical world and what's it called? Maneuver around this world, associate with this world, to be able to communicate with this physical world. That's it. But we're literally light in motion. We're literally energy in motion. Okay. But nonetheless, we are great beings. Can't wait to walk off my job. So yeah, let's get it. Yeah, crypto. Yeah, I hear people making money off of crypto, man. Hold on. Yeah, people making money off of crypto. You know what I'm saying? Get it. If you understand it, get it. Get it. It's always are possible. So like I said, I'm gonna show y'all some pieces, and then I'll be out the way. If you guys are interested, please let me know. So we got this beautiful pyramid over here. I don't even know what to call it, but this thing is so beautiful. I need to change this. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. March 29th, get ready, because that's 329. That's 329. And 2 plus 9 gives you 11. That's the portal of the Holy Trinity right there, baby. So, all right, y'all. Let me know if you guys are interested in this beautiful pyramid, y'all. Again, these are energy producers, protectors, electromagnetic. They protect you from electromagnetic frequency, electromagnetic radiation. Okay, so I make these beautiful energy, and they protect you from all kinds of electromagnetic radiation. They help with meditation. They help with grounding. They also transmute negative energy. The bottom looks fire. Yeah, it is fire. Listen, just focus on you. That's it. The truth. Just focus on what you want to do, what you're trying to bring to this reality. I'm guarantee you, man, it's gonna manifest really, really quickly. especially now, the time that we are in, okay? Especially the time that we are in right now. Beautiful, beautiful. We got this beautiful red piece over here. I'm trying to show it to both TikTok and YouTube at the same time. And I know there's a lag on YouTube. So we got this, look at this beautiful one. Exactly, bring you money. Cause that's what this do. This is what's it called? This is abundance. This helps you attract abundance. This brings in abundance, okay? It brings abundance and all this type of stuff. Protection, healing, all this type of stuff. Cause that's what we do, man. That's what we literally are. That's what we literally are. So the type of energy is what we are, is what we put into what we create, what we cultivate. You gonna get a Kim Buster next? You gonna get a Kim Buster next? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What do I know about Afro beats? What you mean, man? I am the Afro. That's why I have an Afro. What you talking about? Well, I used to have an Afro. Yes. Man, I had to get my Haitian people on your channel. At my job, they keep talking about the old slavery talk they so lost. But I love working around them. Yeah, no. The truth, bro. I know what you mean. I know what you mean when it comes to. That's because, again, the Haitian. Y'all gotta understand. Our people are stuck in a loop. They're stuck in a loop over and over and over and over, and that's why they can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have adults that still act like children, because they're stuck in a time loop. They're stuck in a time loop, and it's a mental construct. It's not physical. It's a mental construct. That's why mental slavery is probably one of the worst things ever. Mental slavery is the worst things ever, because it could literally subjugate you to a time and space where you were in the physical world in your mind, and you're stuck in that loop over and over and over again. So you can literally be 50 years old as a woman and as a man, but mentally you're stuck as a 12-year-old child. Now all you know is religion, right? You know Jesus is gonna save you. All you know is talking about poverty. You don't know nothing real that's going on in the world, really. You don't see how the world is being destroyed. That's what they did to the Haitian people. Not just the Haitian people, our people in general. Mentally enslaved us, in a sense, to believe in the BS. I told you, all these people do is lie. That's the only thing that they know. That's the only thing they know how to do, is lie correctly. Even now, I'm pointing it out to you guys. They can't even lie. They can't lie no more, because the age of Aquarius is about truth. They still try to, a lot of them still, how can I say it? They still try to throw it in the bus and try to not to put it out there, like, because they know who we are and whatnot. And and because of this, they're paying the consequences. Because the age of Aquarius is about truth. If you're not speaking truth and you're not empowering a certain type of people, you're going to get in trouble. This is what the age of Aquarius is about. So yeah, a lot of Haitian people, Jamaican people, they're stuck in that mindset of Jesus coming to save them and all this type of stuff. And all they talk about is the old days. All they talk, that's the only thing that they have to talk to. It's trauma bonding. That's how Haitian people that's how Haitian people talk about like get along. If it's not about church, you know what I'm saying, or slavery stuff or miserable things, then you're not really going to be cool with those type of people. Because it's a vibration that they're on. So they keep them in a low vibration. They don't have them thinking about riches. They don't have them thinking about gold. They don't have them thinking about royalty, because they disassociated with them. They disassociated the Haitians with that. They ripped that from their minds, literally. I mean, look at look at the country. Look at Haiti. If you look at Haiti, would you believe Haiti was a beautiful country? No, you thought I was lying, but because of what they did. But please understand, this is a school, all right? So it's gonna get much better, okay? It's gonna get much better. The lavender is only 160. The lavender is only 160. Myra. It's only 160 for this one, okay? 160 for this one. Oh no, wait. This one is 190. Excuse me, 190. This one is 190. I thought it was the other one. If you're asking for this one is 90. Myra. Okay, this one is 190. Yeah, that is a very powerful, amazing pyramid. Honestly. This one has so what I'm doing, I'm putting neodymium magnets in it, which are the most powerful magnets ever. You can see the neodymium magnets in all in. You can see the magnets all in it. Okay, so okay. Haiti's gonna come back for sure. Oh yeah, Haiti's gonna rise for sure. It has to. And I said this before. In order for Haiti to rise, like, you can't have the old mindsets there. So, like, you know, the planet's going to be shaking. Like, that's what this energy, this solar eclipse is going to bring forward. Okay, it's a chance for, you know, it's a chance for all the sleeping giants to wake up. Okay, it's a chance for all the sleeping giants to wake up. Myra, do you have a Cash App? Do you have Cash App? Cash App probably be the easiest and most, you know, cheapest, honestly. If you have Cash App, it'll be easier. Let me know if you have Cash App. And here's the Cash App over here. It's on my screen. I love my parents, and I notice I have 3 different sizes. Yes, you know, you probably need a couple, 3 more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, Cynthia. Listen, I love gratitude to everybody who've been purchasing the pendants, the pyramids, the mini ones, all that. It's amazing. Grateful, you know, and people saying it brings them a whole bunch of things that they never experienced before, because that's what I be telling y'all. I be programming these things to do certain things, you know, mostly for protection, you know, protection of the energy and electromagnetic radiation. But it also makes you feel good too. It also makes you feel good when you hold these things, because that's what they do. It transmute energy. Okay. Yes. All right. Perfect. Well, here's the Cash App. There we go. There it is, Myra. Here's the Cash App right there. But again, it's also on my screen. That's why I made the screen so big, right? If you send the 190 to the Cash App, then we'll just get your information. I think you have me on Instagram, Myra. I think I'd be seeing you on Instagram if I'm not mistaken. But you send the 190 to Conscious Juice OG, and then you send us your information, your details, and then we'll get this out to you. Okay, we get this out to you. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna show a few more, and then I'm gonna be out of here. Like I said, this is what I do. Bring great. Is this Cash App? Yes, the Cash App. Yeah. So yeah, you do have Instagram. So yes, you do have Instagram. So yeah, you send that 190 to the Cash App right over here. $ Cash App Conscious Juice OG, and then you send us your details through Instagram, and then we'll send this out to you. Very, very simple. I mean, you can also do it on the webpage, but it's going to be a lot more. There's more taxes and stuff, fees involved. So you could just do it for 190 and be done with it. That's all it is. You feel me? I'm going to have them watch this video I've been telling them on the job. I work with 50 of them. Most of them are cool. I need the Haitian food. They be cooking big. That's funny as hell, boy. Yeah, Haitian. I love my people, man. I love my people. You have the Cash App. Awesome. Yeah, just send it to the cash tag, and then please send us your information, Myra. Please, so we can send this beautiful lavender pyramid out to you. Okay. How about this beautiful blue one, y'all? This thing is heavy as hell, boy. This one is 240, y'all. This one is 240. This one is heavy. This one is dense as hell. But yeah, how about this blue one? Who wants this blue? Who wants this beautiful blue one? You haven't seen me in a long time. That's probably you. That's because you haven't been on here in a long time. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, TikTok been hiding my videos, man. So yo, yeah, the truth. If you listen, truth. If you want, look, I make Haitian crests, Haitian pendants, man. Look at this. We make Haitian pendants. So if you want one, let me know. We got them, man. We got them. Perfect. Yeah. All right, Myra. Perfect. Yeah. Send us your details, and then send us the money, and then we'll make sure we get that out to you. Much abundance upon you. Okay. So yes, here we go. What time is it? All right, 30 after. I'm gonna get off of here, but I'll see you Friday for my Kim Buster. We can send out today. Awesome. Okay, Cynthia gonna get that Kim Buster. That's amazing, Cynthia. That's amazing. Much abundance. Let's get it. Okay, so we got kyanite, blue kyanite in here. So if you have problem with your throat chakra specifically, right, you want to activate your throat chakra, this is going to help activate your throat chakra. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, majestic, cosmic pyramid. Yeah, listen, I thought this thing was gonna sell fast. I thought this thing was going to sell fast, y'all. I thought this thing was gonna sell fast, and I can't believe this thing is still here. I can't believe this thing is still here. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's beautiful. What? You just got here? Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying TikTok is messing with my videos and whatnot, so people are not seeing me as much as, you know, they would love to, you know. So I can't do nothing about it. I could just, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, you know, go on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So yeah, if you guys like this beautiful pyramid, you know, the Cash App is right there. Conscious Juice, $ Conscious Juice OG, beautiful, beautiful pyramid over here. Okay, all right. Yeah, I show everything over here. Let me see. And then, like I said, we make little ones. We make little sparks, little pyramids. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Well, like I said, well, join the show. You know what I'm saying? We're over here. We're over here. We got Tahuti in the eye. We have the eye of Ra on this one. We have the eye on this one. Okay. These are only 99. These are only 99. Okay. You can actually feel the energy from here. You high vibrational too. Much abundance. Yes, I am high vibrational. Listen, we are angelic beings. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? We are by nature high vibrational beings. By nature, we are high vibrational beings. Because look at nature itself. Look at nature. When you see nature, don't you see nature as high vibrational? Because what they're doing, they're just in their habitat. They're not bothering nobody. They're not lying to nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're not making people pay rent. They're not making people pay bills. You know what I'm saying? They're not feeding people poisonous food. They're not pumping poisonous materials into the air. They're not doing none of that. So nature is high vibrational by nature. So we by nature are high vibrational beings. But because of everything but because of the state that we are in, right? In this yuga that we are in, by nature, we fall down into low consciousness as well, low vibration. All right. And now we're in that state where we're ascending into the higher states of consciousness. And this is what's happening to us now. That's why they got to keep bothering us. That's why they got to keep patrolling the hoods. That's why they got to put stuff in the food. That's why they got to put fast food in the hood. That's why they got to put liquors in the hood. In the hood. That's why the stores, the supermarkets. That's why they got to put candy at the aisles so you guys could be attracted to that. You know. That's why they put certain chemicals in the food and the smells and all these type of things, because it's all to help lower your vibration. Because if you leave all that stuff alone, by nature your vibration is going to rise. You're going to find peace. That's why these Tibetan monks, they're pretending to be us. You know, you're essentially going to find peace. You're essentially going to find peace if you know what I'm talking about. What's good, Crip? You want this one? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you talking about this one, Crip Walk? So yeah, so our innate nature is to be in high vibrational. That's why we just want to be left alone. Where do you see? You don't see our people out unless it's like a melanation event, unless it's a melanated event where we can all go and chill and party. You don't really see our people out like that. Not even at restaurants. Because back in the day, I don't even know if you know this, back in the day, melanated people couldn't even eat in restaurants. That's where food to go came from. That's where food to go come from. Order the food, we get the food, pick it up and go. They wouldn't allow us to eat there. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we just be chilling. We be in the cut chilling, you know? Cause why? This world is not for us. This illusionary world is not for us. It's not for us. It's not for us at all. All right. So you talking about this Crip Walker? Or this one? I don't know. It's time for me to leave out of here, you know. The time is a lot, so I'm about to, you feel me? I'll do better. Okay, y'all. So the green one, this one's only 99, Red Stacks. These are only 99. These small pyramids, they're very powerful and they're dense too. They're only 99. You know what I'm saying? You got the toroid on the bottom over here, like a soccer ball. That's the breath right there. The sunflower over here. So these are only 99. These are only 99. So let me know if you're interested in stacks. But okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to be on out of here, y'all. I'm about to be on out of here. Gratitude. Thank you very much, Myra. Gratitude upon you. When you say they have to go, who do you speak of? Is it all the 83 people? Listen, all I know, there we go. I'm not no judge or anything like that, but I'm gonna tell you this: all the movies, all the television shows already tell you what's going to happen. Just because people can't break it down doesn't mean I'm going to be breaking it down here. I talk about this stuff all the time. There's a great judgment happening on the planet right now. Please open up your eyes and see what's happening. First time sitting on Cash App. Let's go. A question on Cash App. Where do I put Joose information? Where do I put Joose information? Oh, it's your first time putting on Cash App. Well, in Cash App, you have to go to the $, right? You have to go to the $, and then hit the $, and put the amount in, and then it'll ask you to send it to. And then all you have to do is the $, conscious Joose OG. You feel me? That's all you have to do. Send it to the $, conscious Joose OG. So yeah, gratitude. Thank you. All right, TikTok, I'm out of here. Peace. Yeah. Yeah, what's it called? Crip walk. Crip walk. Crip walk. You know what I'm saying? Crip walk. Hit me up. Hit me. What's it called? Hit me up, my brother. Hit me up. Hit me up, my brother. You can message me on you got me on Instagram too. You got me on Instagram too. Message me on Instagram and we'll talk. Okay? Okay. Yes, need help sending. Okay, Myra. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Okay? When you go to Cash App, right? You go to Cash App, all right? And then you type in the 190. You type in 190 and then you put, look, Trader True, look. The True Saying 1991 movie, and look, 1991 basically. And then you put pay, and then you hit pay, okay? And then once you go to pay, it's gonna go at the top of the page. It goes to, you see? You click on that 2, right? You put the cursor on the 2, and then you put my name, $, Conscious Juice OG, and then you send it. That's very, very, very simple. Okay, I hope you get it. Hey, yo, Juice, I need them small ones and a Leo piece. I got you. You feel me? Right over here, we got a couple of small ones. You feel me? We got a couple of small ones. I got a bomb ass Leo piece. Hold on. Hold on.
No one is slicker.
Doctor wants you sick, lawyer wants you in trouble. Now only tip they make you this successful. Doctor want you sick, lawyer want you in trouble. Now only tip they make you this successful. Many hour gas make we check for Google. Many people say me I don't too fumble. Many storm rise and mommy will stumble. Yeah, glory be to God. I'm covered by your blessings. I'm living by your grace. I'm guided by your mercy. And nothing for shit. I'm covered by your blessings. I'm living by your grace. I'm guided by your mercy. No, nothing for shit. If them no one you on top, make you go to church, make you pray to God. You go see the sun, you go see the light, and you go shine bright. But give me my car, if them no one you on top, make you go to church, make you pray to God. You go see the sun, you go see the light, and you go shine
All right.
bright.
Look here, look. Oop. So I got some really nice Leo ones, right? Here we go. Here go a nice Leo one. That's one. You can see all the labradorite. Labradorite is a very powerful stone. So that's a really nice Leo one right over here. Nothing vision. Here we go. That's a Leo one right there. That's one. Here you go, another nice Leo one with the tens of rings in the back. Okay, this one's pretty. This one's really nice too. Okay, yeah, this junk is hard. This is amazing. Okay, that's two, and then we have a third one. This one just came out today, so it doesn't have a thing, but it'll be ready forever. Okay, that's three. Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3. So let me know what you're looking for. I think one of them posted on Etsy, but I need to post some other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna post some other stuff on it. I'm gonna see if I can get to it today. If I can, I'm gonna see if I can get to it today. If not, then it's going to be tomorrow. But I'm gonna come on live tomorrow, y'all, because I gotta do a part 2 to this whole thing. Okay, because there's more information. I always, since being very young, knew that a lot of was off and it wasn't right. And it wasn't right, and I've been confused my whole life, and I'm 43, so I finally found you guys, and thank you for explaining everything. Yes, that's what we do here. We explain what is going on, because like I said, I always ask myself questions. How much is it for a Zoom call? A Zoom call is $111. Very easy, y'all. Look, here's a Zoom call. Zoom call over here. Very, very easy. Where we at? Right over here, divine soulful guidance. Right over here, you get it. You get a Zoom call with me. Okay, you get a Zoom call with me right over here. All video, a Zoom call, FaceTime if you have FaceTime, whatever. But yeah, you get to see my face and we get to talk. So if you're looking for a Zoom call, go get that. Go get this over here. We'll do a Zoom call. We'll talk, and then and we'll do all that type of stuff. You sent the 190. Let's go. See, we even teach people how to, send money through Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Why does not? Perfect, Myra. Thank you so much. Much abundance upon you, Myra. Please, 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 please. If you haven't done so, hit us up on Instagram so we can get your details so we can send this out to you. Please, 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 please. Okay. I would love to do a Zoom call. I've been living in my car for 3 years. Wow. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, whenever you get a chance, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But yes, but that's what we do here, man. We explain what is really going on here. We're in a cosmic video game, and the cosmic video game is there's a great reset that's about to happen. A grand reset. Let's get this shift, y'all. So I'm about to head out, y'all. I got stuff to do. For the ones that are looking for more stuff, go ahead on my Etsy. You know what I'm saying? Get you a piece.